in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From his goal line here, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Fields now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a loose football. Does the big boy have the juice? So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
That's complete right side to Kmet. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Six nothing our score after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson, off play action. Going up top. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Man open, it's Goodwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this off to Swift, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, it's Watson. Fells has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To the air yet again, Watson. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Watson now to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it'll be second down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Watson. Dancing to his left.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Williams.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A rough blow there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. The Chiefs have scored again to extend their lead a bit. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Watson.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown!
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 8. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 8. Mike 8. So don't say nothing.
To throw is Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
on the handoff. This is Swift. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this off to Swift. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly